Okay, we are live. I'm just gonna get the overlay up. Here we go. Alright, we're live. I just need to fix the brightness on this shit because it's really up. Yeah, that'll do. That's better. Okay, welcome to the Game 2 Watch Along. Big game. I don't know when the game starts because given it's on national TV, things are a little bit weird. But we're going to hop right into it. There are a couple quotes I want to look at before the game begins. You can see Jacques Vaughan was pretty vocal and open with his dialogue between game 1 and game 2. He did say about the Nets giving up open shots. The open shots we give up because of game plan, that's okay, but the shots we give away because of a lack of extra effort or offensive rebounding, those are the ones that hurt. And I think as fans, that sort of, you know, the same pain channels right through to the fan base as well. When asked about whether or not the 50-50 balls, the hustle kind of plays, came down to fatigue and not playing, or not, what's the word? Possessing a bit of lethargy. He said, no, it's no excuse. Given we had a week off, you can't be talking about fatigue already. Heck, if we're talking about fatigue now, then man, I don't want to know what we look like in 2-3 games time. Spencer Dinwiddie also was asked about Clax's or the cohesion with Clax, and said that there were a couple that he should have converted, which I don't think was the case, and I think a lot of people didn't think was the case either. Let me just expand this one because it's actually cutting it off. He did say that he has faith in Clax to make the shot 9 times out of 10. Talking about the efficiency and the kind of season he's had, with those lob passes really contributing to, the high field goal percentage he's had. But Spencer's probably got to be a little bit more accountable and bounce back. I mean, there has been plenty of situations where he's had this issue where he's had a really bad game and just needs to bounce back big time. So I have faith that he'll be able to get it done. If we look at the let's have a look. If we go over here, you can see the starting 5 is, no surprise, it's the exact same. Ben Simmons, the only absence as per usual, but you can see the starting 5 on your screen right there. So we will be here for game 3 as well. Now, there's also another key stat I wanted to look at. We had 14 fewer 3-pointers. We had 19 fewer field goal attempts. We had gave away 14 offensive rebounds, which led to 21 second chance Philly points. We only had 3 of those for context, and we had 20 turnovers. 31 points the Sixers scored off those 20 turnovers, which is the most by any opponent this season. And obviously you don't want to be doing it in a playoff game because that's going to kill you. Those who have just tuned in, welcome. The Heat looked pretty good. They did. They looked very, very sharp. I mean, no Giannis, but scoring 130 is no joke. Daniel Berry, welcome, my friend. Hopefully the Sixers role players don't become prime Ray Allen, Clay, and Reggie Miller again. Well, you can't be giving them a wide open shot the way, they got those open shots. Yeah. Full stop. I mean, it's just, you can't be doing it. It's just, you're asking for a loss if you give away shots the way we were giving them up the other day. It's just unacceptable. So, I mean, the game plan from what I gather was sound. It was just I mean, they're not going to shoot that well every single game, but the stat I really wanted to point out was the what the Sixers are actually shooting from 3 in every single game they've played us this season, which has been 5 games now, 44.5%, which is, I mean, that's probably one of the best. I would say that's probably the best 3-point shooting percentage by an opponent. You know, I reckon, because 44.5% is pretty damn good. I prefer the open shots to PJ Tucker than letting Embiid warm up. Yeah, I would 100% be for that. We just can't be giving away 21 threes. I think it's the turnover threes which kill the team. You know? As I said, we basically ask for a loss if we're going to turn the ball over the way we did in open play. You know, you leave your defense vulnerable and you can't really set up in, well, at all. So, look, it's going to be really interesting to see how we respond. I think it's going to be more dependent on whether or not the Sixers actually hit their shots. Because the 120 points was driven by scoring 21 threes on 50%. So if they can do that again, then it'll be game over. But if we can look after the ball and actually even out the ledger in terms of rebounds, that's offensive rebounds, then I think we'll have a good chance of winning today. Curry did well with his minutes. I was kind of surprised he didn't get more. I understand why he didn't get more. If he can provide in his minutes, it's a bonus. But the minute he can't score the ball, then we're in trouble. Well, I would like to see some Sumner minutes in this. If Spencer Dinwiddie seems to get a little bit irrational again, then I think we need, that's going to be the something we probably need to look at. Alrighty, guys, here we go. It is Nets Sixers game 2. McCall scored 30 the other day. I want a fast start by this lot. I think it's just got to be the rotations. The rotations have got to be quicker on the defensive side, but it starts with like the turnovers and the rebounding. Like, we can't be having 19 less shots like we did the other day. It's just not going to happen. If we do that again, we're done. So I expect a little bit more alertness. We'll see how we go. It's getting ready to kick off. Tobias Harris scored 21 the other day. I mean, we can't have the role players playing as well as they did. I think we treated Embiid probably the way we need to. Only 15 shots, had 11 free throws, but that's going to happen with Joel. It's pretty inevitable. Anyway, here we go. Here we go, ladies and gents. In the jump, Claxton Embiid. And we're off. And Embiid wins the tip. And we are underway for game 2 of the first round. Harden to Clax. Now the double comes. Embiid, ball forced out of his hands. Maxey down the middle. Back out to Embiid. Fakes on the 3. Step back 3. Oh my life. It's an air ball. Good defense. That is a dream start. Bridges on Harden. Gets by him. Off the window. It's off. Clacks offensive board. Didn't get the whistle. It's a block. And now the Sixers in transition. Embiid has Bridges picking him up with Clacks out of the play. And we have a foul +1. It's Harris for 2. So it's going to be Harris at the line. That's not a great start. Ideally, it was a good first possession, but it was a 5-on-4 for the second possession, and it just had us seriously at a disadvantage. So free throw for Harris coming up at the charity stripe, and his free throw is good. I'm just a bit concerned if it's not going to be McCall, who's going to be the guy that steps up. That's one of the main talking points. Because the other day it was lacking outside of McCall and maybe Cam Johnson. McCall, high screen. Swings it across the Dinwiddie. Shoots over Maxi. That's a terrible shot. I mean, there was absolutely no room on that. Great defense by Maxi. So Harden one-on-one with Spencer Dinwiddie. The high screen and the switch. Clax picking up Harden. Embiid is doubled. Doe comes over to help. Embiid forced into a kick out. Harris sidestep. The three is short and the rebound by Doe. So I would say for the most part, defense has been all right. But the offense hasn't looked great to open things. Dinwiddie gets by Embiid. And the lob, it's going to be a foul on Harden, I believe. I think it was a push as Clax went up for it. The lob, I'm not 100% sure if that was on the money, that pass. Let's have a look. Yeah. I'd say that was a good pass if Clax doesn't get bumped. Dinwiddie, swing pass to Johnson at the... Oh, sheesh. The wing. 3 is good. It's 3 apiece. And now... Well, that's our first bucket of the game. Already a foul on Clax. That's his first foul. That's a bit of a irresponsible foul, I'd have to say. A bit of a wraparound as Embiid was trying to cut down the middle. So 3 apiece early going. Defense has been the driver of this, well, these first couple of minutes. Harden is trying to shake off Clax. Gets into the paint and scores for 2 off the glass. Through a little bit of physicality. Bit of contact. So 5-3. So Dinwiddie. Doe. Back to Spence. He's going to back down Maxi. I sort of like it if he's more aggressive with it. And Dinwiddie doesn't get the flip to go. It's a good shot, but it's... I think we can do a lot better with that. Bridges got to get more touches. Harden. We switch. Double by Johnson. Tucker open in the corner. The 3 is well off. And look, for the moment, it looks like we're regressing to the mean with the Philly 3-point makes. Johnson, the floater is good. That was beautiful, but we don't get back on defense. And Tobias Harris snuck in behind. Excellent dime. I don't know who that was. The broadcast didn't pick it up. Too obsessed with Cam. Bridges over Tucker. It's off. The rebound Embiid. Harden the other way. Well done, Doe. Active hands. Harden wanted the whistle. Didn't get it. Transition opportunity for the Nets. 5-on-4. McCall no look to Doe. Got it! That's the first lead of the series, man. Bro. We didn't have the lead at all last game. Not even 2-0. Embiid lost it again. Excellent defense by Clax. And Johnson again in transition. The drive stops, pops on the baseline. It's 2. And it's 10-7 Nets. Cam Johnson looking excellent to start. And we've been able to force turnovers. The physicality is going to be probably where we get a leg up. Because, you know, we sort of have our hand forced. Given we're much smaller, we have to be a lot more pesty. And that's what we've done thus far. It's been good to watch. So 10-7, there's a foul on the floor. Get back into it here. Tobias Harris, the drive. It's a wild layup. He missed it. He got his own rebound. Well done after we forced the second miss. And now Johnson in transition. Gets by Embiid. The reverse is a block. Well, it's not a block, but it got blocked. Maxi the other way. The layup doesn't fall. And a rebound. Is Simmons' contract fully guaranteed? I would say so. Bridges down the middle. Midi is good. 12-7. And a nice little run by the Nets on the back of getting defensive stops and forcing it out of Embiid's hands. Here's Harden. No switch there. Bridges went under the screen. Harden's 3 is short. The rebound by Clax. And now Spence. Doe picks up his dribble. Doe again, top of the key. Good look. Embiid into the paint, got rid of Clax, and that's too easy. And you've got to probably avoid that early offense. Because if Embiid can get into it that early, then you don't have time for the help defender to come across. Dinwiddie on the catch for 3 on the wing. It's 15-9. Harden, early offense, driving kick. Tucker, corner 3 is off. Rebound Bridges. I'm backing Tucker to shoot bricks all game long. I would happily see him shoot shots over Embiid. That 3 is off by your boy, Cam Johnson. I mean, feed the hot hand, because why not? There's going to be a foul over the back. Doe will pick it up. Harden is the victim. That's our first timeout of the game. It's 15-9, 6:05 to play in this first quarter. And you will notice... let's have a look at the box score real quick. Let me get it across. Can I actually just get it, please? Please? Thank you. So you can see Cam Johnson has 7 to open things for the Nets, and, well, Spencer and Doe have hit a 3-pointer each. I want to see more shots from Mikal, but you can see the shooting's not too bad thus far. We've already had 3 3-pointers. 5 of our 6 field goals have been on assists, and in terms of the rebounding edge thus far, it is 8 to something else. I don't know. Turnovers haven't had one yet, which is awesome. That's exactly what we wanted to see. And for the Sixers, well, we've already forced PJ Tucker to shoot 2 threes. And Tobias Harris has taken the most shots, which is a plus. That's what I want to see. They've already missed 5 of their 5 3-pointers, which is, I mean, talking about regressing to the mean, that says it a lot. In case you missed it, they shot 21 of 43 last game from 3, so this is a great start. It's already looking better than last game, and they've had a couple turnovers, which is also a plus. I would say this is probably the best start we could get. But now it's about sustaining it from here, I think. We've just got to keep piling it on. Great start so far. Philly isn't hitting everything this time around. Well, yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. You lot are talking about NFL, and I've got no idea what you're talking about. Clax should be locked up in the gym during the off-season. He needs to gain more weight. In all fairness, Clax is, he can't help, the build he is. He's on the slimmer side. He's never going to be as bulky as Embiid. He's not, nearly every center in the league can't hold their own against... Oh my god, that voice crack was so bad. Nearly every center in the league can't, match Embiid's physicality. And same with Jokic as well. Nets coach Jacques wants the team to have over 15 threes and 40 attempts. Well, yeah, there is a record. I did say in the series preview that, we make, every time we hit 15 threes or more, 16 threes or more, it's we win, historically speaking, in this season. Nets are definitely competitive in this series, Philly getting nothing easy. Well, yeah, that's the thing with not having much to lose. A lot of people don't like when that phrase is said, we've got nothing to lose, because obviously we have a series to lose, but in terms of expectation, there's a lot more pressure on Philly, and we can go out there with no expectations and have that weight taken off our shoulders. If we had KD and Kyrie, it would be the complete flip side. Actually, no, there would be a lot of pressure on both teams to win. It would be a very even series, but now there's a clear, favorite, and it's Philly. It's not us. So, look, if we can get a couple games, that'd be awesome to watch, but... Well, the key is this game. This is the first real opportunity. If we can maintain this early match form, then we could be okay. We could have a win in the books. I don't know why the game hasn't restarted. I don't know why it's buffering, dude. We're at the free throw line. I've got to realign this. Hang on. Sorry about this, fellas. We're at the line. The Sixers scored a 2, and we're at the free throw line through Bridges, who made both. And now it's going to be Maxi. I don't know why the stream was just stuck on game break. Embiid is doubled again. McDaniels is in the game. Maxi gets by, and the layup is good. So, rotations look better. But, I mean, sometimes, you know, skill prevails, and on that occasion it was Maxi prevailing. Bridges top of the key. Catch and shoot 3. That's off to the right. Where are you streaming? League pass, my friend. Embiid into the paint. Ball fake. Well done by Clax. Forcing the pass again. Maxi, though, on the catch and shoot 3. I'm scared for Tyrese Maxey, man. Oh, please don't. Oh, my God. Oh, for fuck's sake. Can we just pass the ball adequately, please? Johnson gets by. Foul. Got it! What? He picked up his dribble as he got fouled. Where's the sense in that? You don't need superstars to win games. You need buckets and rebounds. Well, yeah, it's a lot of things you need, but buckets and rebounds are the 2 most important things, I would say. Seth Curry's in the game. We looked for a lob off the inbounds. I don't think that was the right play. I'd rather us be a little bit more composed. McDaniels is off on the 3 and a rebound by Clax. It doesn't seem the Sixers are as aggressive trying to get an offensive rebound, at least to start this game off. Curry into the paint. Shoots over Niang. The foul is not there. The rebound by Embiid. Clax is right with him every step of the way. The kick out to Melton on the catch. That's good. And so the Sixers have gone on a little later run since the bench came into the game. So McCall, Clax rolls, gets into the paint, lost it again. Niang with the help, and now McDaniels in transition. The Euro, the layup, he didn't get it to go. Embiid is there for the follow. Clax was out of the play, and we've got a timeout. And now it's going to be our turn to see what response we got in the bank, because the Sixers responded pretty well there with a little 10-0 burst. And it's been on the back of us turning the ball over. I mean, good defense and, yeah, good defense, basically. And, you know, we've had a couple turnovers in there. Clax has been a little bit lost. It seems like he hasn't really coped with the pressure too well. Usually his footwork would bail him out, but he doesn't really, yeah. You gotta love Clax, not at all intimidated by Embiid. Look, I don't think he's intimidated. I just think it's just going to be a matter of... It's going to be Embiid prevailing ultimately, but it's about how you can negate that influence. And thus far, we aren't doing an exceptionally good job at it. Yeah, the bench have been trash to start things off, I have to say. They have been pretty mediocre. And look, some people... I have seen so many people talk about Cam Thomas coming into the game. Cam Thomas, as I said, is... Well, maybe with this bench unit, he could be a potential option to give us some offensive spark. But looking after the basketball is a team thing. Is Cam Thomas going to look after the ball with the way Philly are playing? I'm not so sure. And if Cam Thomas can't score buckets and is turning it over every second possession, well, he's not at all beneficial. Hope you are enjoying thus far. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you are new as well. Yeah, I would love to hear this. because recently, like I did have really good traction with the streams earlier in the year, and it sort of trailed off. From a viewer perspective, why do you think that is? Because yeah, I don't think my quality of content has gone down. I'm just interested to see what people think with regards to why I'm getting a little bit less traction. What would be, like, from your personal experience, why are you less inclined to tune in? You probably still tune in, but why are you less inclined to? That's my question. It's all an open conversation. It's not criticism, it's just me wanting to get an understanding of why, so I can resolve the problem and improve from it. Okay. Let's see how we go. 21-17, we have given away 10 consecutive points. Nets went from contenders to mediocrity. Yeah, that's probably it, I would say. I think it's going to be a big challenge for me to... I may need to probably bank on collaborations and stuff to try get myself back up to where I was. I haven't been a big collaboration person, but maybe that's something I need to lean in towards in order to get back up to where I was. In terms of viewership, you know, the content's still the same. That's a foul. McDaniels will pick it up. Bit of a careless way to give one away. It's good that I'm not doing anything wrong, though, from at least your perspective. Because, yeah, we don't want to... Yeah. I don't want to have a drop-off in quality of any sort. I am 10 seconds behind the game. In terms of the time that you can currently see, Bridges one-on-one with Niang, and Doe is going to have to do something here. The layup off the window is good. Jesus Christ, that's a strong take. Must be an algorithm thing. Maybe. Me personally, when my team loses, I don't want to watch no one else for the next 2 days. Fair enough. Man, Maxi's been a problem. Seth Curry, out to McCall. Johnson, picked up by Maxi. Maxi's played really well. Defensively, he's been alert. Offensively, he's been leading the way. Bridges picks up his dribble. Royce on the catch. We got to shoot it. 3 to shoot. Royce with the flip. It's off, and the rebound by Melton. They push the pace. Melton looking for a lob. Absolutely wasn't on. And now Bridges to Royce after we pick up the steal. Royce to the corner for Curry. Skip past to Johnson on the catch and shoot 3. It's good. And your boy Cam Johnson, Twin 2, Thing 2, has been on fire to open this first quarter. 23-22. Sixers up. But in terms of getting points off turnovers, we only had 3 last game. We've had 8 already in the first quarter. Clack's on the bench, so Doe is picking up Embiid in the paint. Maxi for 3, that's short, but they get the follow. The follow-up possession, should I say. Embiid, oh, that is fucking ridiculous. What is he supposed to do? Bro, it's one of those rip fouls where you just swing across. What is he supposed to do there? That's him as a help defender, and he somehow picked up the foul. So let me just get the shot clock realigned. Dinwiddie's back in, Bridges to the bench, so is Johnson, Joe Harrison. This could be a really big, this is going to be a very interesting phase. Man, Joel Embiid, he's only got 5 points, but he's already at 8 rebounds. He could be on track for 25. I'm not even capping. All right, so 25, 22. to make you happy, there's a few watch-alongs and you have the most watches. Well, to be honest, I don't even look at viewers. I've got a Google Chrome tab covering the watches. Because if you get too obsessed with that stuff, then you may talk less, or it may impact the way you deliver what you're trying to deliver. It's 25 apiece. Doe has been really good this first quarter. He's hit a couple threes. We've hit 5 threes in total. James Harden just threw it out of bounds. It was a bit of a relocation by whoever was on the in the corner. They'd swung around to the wing, and James Harden was looking for a guy that simply wasn't there. Why is Seth and Joe on the floor? I'm very concerned with this lineup right now. Interesting thing is, from 2, we're shooting it like garbage. From 3, we're shooting it above 50%. So there's something. Curry, he's got Harden on him. No room there. Joe, oh my God. Curry for 3. Oh, he nearly got the bounce. And it's going to be Sixer ball after that 3-point attempt by Seth Curry rattled out. And now James Harden will bring it up. So this is a pretty damn good first quarter. 25 apiece. I mean, an offensive foul by Niang, so it's going to go the other way. And now we're in a position to, execute a 2-for-1, which is, ideal. So yeah, Joel Embiid, I mean, they've had a really good, scheme to, deter us from shooting in the paint. And the field goal percentage would show that. But the good thing is the 3-pointers are falling. In the first game, that wasn't even an issue. The shooting wasn't an issue. It was just how many times we actually had a chance to shoot it. McCall's back in the game. Falling out of play. That was a risky pass. Royce gets by the defender. That's Paul Reed. Melts him with the block. And they're going to hold for 1. So the 2-for-1 was not executed. And the shot was also not converted. So probably not the way we want to go out in this first quarter. Harden 1-on-1 with Royce. This team is fucking small. We only have Royce. He's our tallest player. Or Joe, maybe. Harden step back 3 is short. Rebound Curry. And that's the first quarter done. That's a really good first quarter, ladies and gents. Really good. Maybe for future reference, if the Nets are in the playoffs next year, you should collab with the creator from the opposing team for a series preview. Yeah, I mean, I think collaboration's going to be the way to go down the road. I think I've got to be a bit more aggressive with that sort of stuff. Especially with the size of my channel. I've got to grow it. I want to grow it in a different way, because growth has always been difficult for me, and I don't know if that's because I don't use social media outside of this to promote it, or I don't collaborate. That's probably the 2 big problems. Regardless, that is an excellent quarter. That is probably, I mean, even though we're not winning, that's a great start. That's a good platform to build off. And there's a lot of good things you can take away. Now, for the Sixers, Embiid's only had 3 shots. Maxey scored 9. He's been the guy really, fueling their offensive, successes. Harden's only had 3 shots. That's been awesome to see. You can see they're shooting like us from 3. They've only had 5 assists as well, which is awesome. I mean, from our end, field goal shooting ain't good. 3-point shooting, pretty damn good. And Cam Johnson and Dorian Finney-Smith have been leading the way. That's a really, really good start by these 2. 18 of our points. McCall hasn't really had the most ideal start, but 3 dimes are pretty good from him. I want to see more from Clax. 2 shots both missed, 4 rebounds. Hasn't done really anything, to be honest, and he's turned the ball over, so I want to see more. But the turnovers... Speaking of turnovers, we've only had 1 in the quarter, which is awesome. Free throws probably need to get to the line a little bit more. And for the Sixers, well, they've been to the line only 3 times. Gotten a few offensive rebounds, but that's okay. I mean, we're still getting out rebounded by 5, but, we've forced 5 turnovers. So one of the big things that we needed to fix from the other day has been fixed. At least for the moment. I probably just jinxed them, and we're going to concede 6 turnovers in this second quarter. You should try making YouTube shorts. They seem to be really good. I mean, the only problem... I would do it, except if shorts blow up and you get subs from it, are they going to translate to long form content like doing this, like watch-alongs and stuff? That is my concern, and that's probably why I don't want to do that sort of stuff. Maybe doing TikTok stuff, I don't know. TikTok stuff is probably the better way to do it. I'd rather do TikTok because that's a separate entity to YouTube. Anyway, DFS has been really good. Really good. And he only got like 18 minutes the other day. Almost never see a game broadcast anymore. Well, I'm here. Yeah, no, the hype is... I knew the hype was going to go down. And that's why you see streams like the Lakers, you see streams with the Warriors and stuff like that. They, like, slap. But the quality of those streams, like, they get a lot of, like, attention, but they just aren't, like, quality-wise. I'm probably hyping myself up here, but I think mine visually looks awesome in comparison. Oh, Joe, come on, man. Oh, how have we done this? Bro, so Joe just, like, fumbled the ball. James Harden interrupted it, and it looked like they were off to the races. But then Joe Harris got a hand in there, and a bit of ricochet has given us an extra life here. So play resumes. Dinwiddie. There's a foul on Spence. James Harden's going to pick up the whistle. So that's his first foul. I thought there was a second foul in the first quarter, which would have been pretty key. Because then if you have to send him to the bench, you probably have to bring Embiid back in early, which sort of can shake up the rotations a little bit. Dinwiddie. I do not like this lineup, man. Joe, Seth, and Dinwiddie on the floor. Curry, that was a good ball fake, and he scores for 2. Against the Sixers, he always rocks up. He had a 30-point game against them earlier this year. If we can get a contribution like that, I'm not complaining, am I? Harden. Bounce pass to Reed, who flips it up and in. I mean, Clax has got to be better there. He can't be getting done in by Paul Reed in this game. It's just not going to happen. Dinwiddie. Did he not get a whistle, bro? Dinwiddie gets an offensive board. Joe's wide open. Playoff Joe. Oh, for fuck's sake. It's going to be Sixer ball. Joe had a wide open 3. I actually would have, like, usually he'd knock that down, but that's a bit frustrating. So 27 apiece early going second quarter. The 5 on the floor for the Nets. Clax, Royce, Seth, Joe, Spence. For the Sixers, Harden, McDaniels, Niang, Reed, Melton. Harden. Very quick switch by Curry. Harden wanted the foul. Ended up throwing a really ghastly layup that missed badly. And Spence just lost the ball. Stripped by Harden. So the turnovers in this quarter already are basically worse than they were in the first quarter. 29-27. I hate this bench, bro. Royce, it's just really good. Like, they're switching everything. It's awesome defense. Like, the ball movement in this possession is wacko. Curry shooting a deep 2, which he knocked down somehow. Oh, my life. I mean, Seth Curry's the only thing bailing us out right now. Harden one-on-one with Royce. Passes it off to McDaniels. Drive on Curry. It's an offensive foul. And Seth Curry making some defensive plays on top of plays on the offensive end. The problem with Spence is if he holds the ball for too long against the Sixer team that is switched on defensively, you're going to get found out. Because if the ball's not zinging around, you're not challenging him in any way, shape, or form. Johnson's back in. I like that move. Joe is still in, though. So going to the bench is Clax. Curry, the step back two again. That one's off. Royce nearly batted it out to our advantage. Well done by Royce. Oh, please, Joe, just fucking look after it. Curry. I reckon he travelled there, Seth Curry, but I ain't complaining that we still have the ball. Dinwiddie, pass to Joe. Oh my God, please do something. We've got 11 to shoot and nothing has happened. High screen Johnson. Pick and pop. 3. Off. Rebound Harris. Sixers crowd is getting vocal at the moment. You can hear a few murmurs. Melton the flip. It's off. Get the board, please! Harris is short on the midi. We're lucky. Cam Johnson should not be getting out-rebounded by fucking... what's his name? So, there's a foul on McDaniels. That's the third personal. At this stage of the game, that is not advantageous. It's a blocking foul. And Johnson is the guy who draws it. Right now, like, I can't complain with this. This has been a not clean game. So, McCall's back in. And we're being very proactive with rotation. Like, nearly every stoppage, there is a change in personnel. Johnson, the pull-up in the mid-range is good. Lovely to see. Lovely to see. High screen and switch. Johnson picking up Harden in an ISO. One-on-one. Forced into a pass. Melton scores the 3 on the wing. From one pass away, you have to be more alert there. And that's McCall on that occasion. Bridges. Johnson open again. Got it again! Foul! Or timeout. Sorry. Bro. Cam Johnson. Fucking hell. Credit to that guy. Mate, it's been a joy to watch in this second game. CJ, bro. He's killing it. Spencer's a 2. I'll die by that. Well, he is. It's just the roster composition. Hey, CJ. Yeah, I mean, if this game isn't any proof that we need to hold him, then I don't know what is. He's been amazing these past 2 playoff games. He has. He's been hella efficient. 4 threes last game and 7 of 11, I believe. Fred VanVleet as player option. If he opts out, the Nets should get him. No chance. VanVleet has stunk it up for Toronto. In that playoff game against the Bulls, he shot 7 of 21, I think. He was cancer. Box score time. Let's have a cheeky gaze. And you will see that the Sixers still have only got 3 free throws. And they haven't shot the ball nearly as efficiently as they were in the first game. Melton's been the problem off the bench. We got to be better closing him out because he's had way too much space. But for the most part, the 3-point shooting, we've, had a stranglehold on that. James Harden only the 2 points. Maxey is who I'm most scared about at the moment, but the 6 threes are getting us through at the moment. And Cam Johnson is getting us through. 15 damn points, bro, already. And if we look at the extended, you can see we haven't been at the line. The rebounding, getting out rebounded, but the turnovers is what's, putting us at an advantage. Only the 2 turnovers thus far, and that was a huge issue last game. 31 shots to 28. See, last game we had 19 less shots than Philly. And in this game, we are, neck and neck. And we've also hit 3 more threes. So, you've got a lot of things that we couldn't do for our life last game. We've rectified those problems. They've got to learn to drive to the basket when you have a one-on-one. The thing is, Philly are playing zone, and they're playing zone, well enough that, any driving lanes are being cut off. Because they're in, teasing room. Like, they're giving enough space to, like, tempt you to drive it, but they're close enough that they can probably pick up the steal. Or be an effective help defender. So, like, against, like, a team that defensively is rubbish, you can make a case that, yeah, we need to drive to the basket a bit more. But, like, we're shooting the ball worse than we are on the interior than we are from three. So if that sustains itself, then three-point shooting is the way to go. But that being said, it's like, yeah, I would like to see us shoot better on twos, but, you know, the Sixers are playing well in giving us some really bad shots. And we're taking them. You know, we're taking those difficult twos that we shouldn't, simply put. So look, Royce O'Neal has been given the assignment to play on Joel Embiid. And there was that game against Jokic and the Nuggets earlier in the year where he stood up incredibly well. Do I expect a similar performance? I've got no idea. But that is a terrible foul by Harden. He's just completely discarded Mikal Bridges. That's a very careless second foul to pick up. Just an arm extension, and that's going the other way. Really poor foul to give away if you're the Sixers. Dinwiddie. Oh, man, he didn't... Oh, my goodness. We've got 3 shots for Mikal. He was fouled on the closeout by Melton from the outside. Dinwiddie had a wide-open layup. Maxey with some good recovery, and Embiid also was collapsing the paint. But good find to Mikal, and it's going to be 3 shots. The 7:28 mark of this second quarter. Free throw 1 is good. And look, even free throws, they've only had 3. To this point of the game, that is exceptional. Come on, we need Mikal to heat up in order to secure this win. We do. He's only had the 4 field goal attempts, 1 make. All his points basically have been at the line. He's had more points at the line than he has from the field. Good thing is, though, he has had 5 dimes already, which is something that I don't think, well, he hasn't been known for dropping dimes really at all as a net because he's been carrying the burden offensively. But look, even with Mikal only having made 1 field goal, he's got more points than Joel Embiid. So out of all silver linings, I would say that's a pretty valuable one. He got all of them, and we're up to a 5-point lead. I would say that's our biggest lead since the first quarter, where we had 6. Maxey on the wing. Royce defending Embiid, and now Dinwiddie's got to pick him up in the post. Royce does well. Batted it back to Maxey. He's got to shoot 1, 2, 1. Lost the ball, and Embiid just kicked it. He thought he was playing a bit of soccer, and it's going to be Nets ball. That's an excellent defensive stop. Mikal with the active hands, and the Sixers never actually even looked like they were going to get a shot up. So 8 Philly turnovers to 2. We've had 11 points off turnovers to their 4. Complete swing from the last game. Mikal leaves it for Doe, who drives on Harden. Oh my God. Bro, Doe had picked out something in his bag that I don't think we've ever seen. Turnaround fadeaway 2. Got rid of Harden. Now he's going to have to play defense after he chucked up a terrible shot. Harris on the catch and shoot 3. It's off. Dinwiddie the board. Johnson. He's got Tucker on him. Johnson has outplayed him. Oh! 3! CJ! We've got a foul on Royce. Do I only read subs? What do you mean? What do you mean, do I only read subs? Please clarify. Robert? It's an 8-point lead. And I feel oddly confident. Royce has just been completely fucking removed by Embiid and no foul. Harris doubled. Good help by Doe. Tucker just got rid of Doe, but he blew the layup. Oh my life. Crowd getting restless. And Royce is going to slow the play down. CJ leading the way. There's a foul, and we're in the bonus. It's going to be shots. And it's Maxey this time. I believe he was holding Dinwiddie off the ball. That's the big thing. There's been quite a few PJ Tucker shots, which are just like, fucking hell, that's ugly. Doe as the help defender has been incredibly valuable. They haven't really been comfortable passing into PJ in the corner. Oh my god, CJ. Oh, man, that was... If he made that, bro, I would have been out of my seat. House is in the game. Getting his first action of the playoffs, I do believe. Harris, picked up by Dinwiddie, shoots over the top and scores the 2. And that's probably his bread and butter. Royce. Good cut by CJ. Gave Dinwiddie room. It's a foul on Harris and Dinwiddie got pounded. He got hit on the arm so hard I could hear it over the broadcast. Jesus. We're getting blessed? I wouldn't say so. The calls are there. The calls are there. Our depth advantage is finally showing. I wouldn't say that, because we've only played like 9 players. We've got a little bit of stickiness on the ball, it seems. So we're going to get a ball change. The refs are doing their job. It's so funny when we say we're getting blessed. It seems like they're finessing the Sixers when that's the phrasing, but it's just we're getting the right calls. Like, this is just weird. This is interesting territory. A lot of, like, 2 players for the Sixers already have 3 fouls, and James Harden's got 2 as well. We've done well. Ryan Rucco was talking about this on the broadcast. We're being the aggressor. We've set the tone here. In the last game, the Sixers were dictating the pace of the game, doing what they wanted, looked very comfortable. This game, it seems like they're out of their depth, or a little bit shell-shocked by what the punches we're giving. So 5 minutes and 6 seconds left in this second quarter. If you are enjoying, make sure to drop a like and sub if you're new. We've got Game 3, which we'll also be doing a watch-along for. In a couple of days' time, 2-3 days, we'll be here for it. So make sure to be here. Dinwiddie makes or misses the first free throw. Not getting spit roasted by the refs for once. Yeah. I know. We're locking up Harden. I told you, he's not the guy. Oh, my Spence, bro. Man complains about not getting enough whistles and doesn't even fucking capitalize on the whistle. Turnover by Embiid. Oh my god, we got to jump. Man, I would have loved a bit of a transition opportunity there, but Embiid does well to recover after losing the ball. Spence with the active hands this time, and the help defender's been key. So Doe did well to just remain composed in that because he had 2 Sixers plays closing him down. So Doe and Embiid in a jump. I know who I'd back to win it. That could have easily been our ball. Embiid. Picked up by Royce on the perimeter. McCall comes over to help. Rotation across. Maxey into the paint. It's a foul. It's going to be shot for Maxi. Man. We were so close to getting the ball there and securing it. Oh, well, is what it is. You win some, you lose some. You live, you learn. Free throw for Maxi, the first one. That's short. I pray Jacques plays Sumner. Joe has not even attempted a shot due to the Sixers defense on him. Sumner is... Yeah, he's lightning fast and he is a great cutter, but it's just... I don't know if you're willing to take a punt on his irrational... Like, sometimes he's a bit all over the place with his shot. And I don't know if I want to live to see what that results in. That second free throw is good. But, like, yeah, it's an interesting dilemma. Because I would argue that Joe has been useless. I think a lot of people can see that. He's done nothing this series. Cam Johnson, picked up by Embiid on the outside after Maxi split the pair from the line. Dinwiddie on the catch. The three. Oh, my God. That was absurdly bad. And now Maxi, high screen Tucker. Maxi rolls it back out. Embiid, good dynamic ball movement. Embiid didn't get the roll. Good defense, Nets. Royce lofted past the Bridges in the corner. Lost it. Good kick out. Royce is wide open. Yes, sir! 3:50 to play, first half. Embiid, Melton on the catch. Very lucky because his 2 threes have been of the same nature. Johnson! $10-point lead. Cam Johnson is 20, ladies and gents. I don't think we expected Cam Johnson to be the guy leading the way, but he is. He's got 20. And Spence, with an excellent heads-up play to just push the pace, saw that the Sixers' defense had not been established or founded, and Cam Johnson got in behind. As soon as JV called the refs out, we're getting calls now. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. Jacques Vaughn was a little bit vocal about that sort of thing, and in the pre-game coverage by the Nets on the S Network, they were talking about this and how, like, if you make the league aware, they push that information to the opposition. Because obviously they need to know about it. So that can get into their heads. And so far, like, Embiid and Harden, who? Look, I'm obviously not saying that they're going to be shit. They are shit, or they're going to not show up in the second half, because I'm very scared about that. The good players, they are going to bounce back. But this is the best start we could have dreamed of. I do think. And look, it could have gone a bit south when we gave away that run in the middle part of the second quarter, I do think. Where they went on a little run, a little response. Or was that the end of the first quarter? I don't know. There was a little run in there somewhere, but we've responded really well. It's the defense for me, though. Like, 35 points conceded. They haven't hit their threes. We've looked after the ball. Rebounding, I haven't noticed a huge rebounding disparity. It seemed pretty even. Partially because they haven't been even able to get shots up. We've been really good. Really, really good. The only player I want to see improvement from, like, I think Doe's been awesome. Royce has really held his own on Embiid. Much like how we did when he was matched up against Jokic in that regular season game. He was superb. But I need to see more from Clax, man. Embiid's done a really good job of being physical in there and not allowing Clax that run and jump to get the lob passes. They've never been on. So it's been a really good first half. Cam Johnson's been good. I'm interested to see what the second half brings. Do we Like, the key for this team is going to be not falling into bad habits. Cam Johnson has never scored 20 points in a half in his career. Yet he's done it on the big stage in front of plenty of viewers on national TV, making his name known. So, sign this man up. Sign this man up. Someone to be drawing a lot of contacting calls when he does play. That's 100% true. It's just whether or not they're going to call those same whistles that they do in the regular season. He might be able to get the whole Sixers team fouled out. As I said, I don't think, like, regular season is one thing, but the playoffs are a different beast. I don't know if a player like Sumner will, like, his full effect will be noticed. Yeah. CJ on fire. Indeed he is. Everyone is stepping up. Seth, Royce, Cam, and Doe. Yeah, Doe's also been exceptionally good, man. Who's been bleeding? Because Cam Johnson's just got, like, red dots on his jersey. I don't know who it is. Play resumes, though. It's Maxey to Harden. Mikal picking him up full court. Harden's just going to slow the tempo right down. Dinwiddie now in a switch. Melton looking for Embiid in the post. Doe is there as the help defender. Doing well to, you know, go to Tucker every so often. Harden one-on-one. Step back three, top of the key. It's off. Oh, CJ with the block. Do not go in there. That's the problem, though, with having a small ball lineup that consists of Doe as your tallest player. You know, getting offensive rebounds are going to be a bit more difficult, and I think Embiid definitely knows that. Maxey into the paint. Oh, that's an excellent acrobatic layup for two. So, it's like, that's the problem, or that's where it's going to be toughest defending him. If they, like, instantly shot create as soon as they get the ball. Royce, Mikal, Dinwiddie, corner, Doe, wide open. Gotta be the shot you make. Got to be the shot you make. The shot is there. We've got to hit it. Embiid, corner for Tucker. Back to Embiid. Out to Harden. Top of the key. Embiid rolls. Harden cross. Got rid of Doe. And the midi is short. So a rebound for the Nets. Johnson. Picked up by Melton. Bridges. Royce. Faked the pass. Out to Johnson. Lost it. Got it back. Gets it back out of Bridges. I can't even say anything. Bridges is long on the three. Embiid. Oh, you can't be fucking serious, man. What a joke of a foul. Clark's got to take this personal and man up to the challenge. He hasn't seen floor action for quite some time. Yeah, that is a foul. But Joel Embiid looking like a fucking flop artist here. Mikal's got to wake up. He does. First game, he was sublime. In a game where we were never in it. In this game, he's been shit in a game where we've dictated the pace of the game. So I don't know what I'd rather, to be honest. But Embiid makes free throw number 1. Why is Joe in the game for the final 2 minutes of the opening half? I swear to God, if we concede like a 7-0 run... Oh, that's a joke of a foul. I've just seen the replay. That's a fucking joke of a foul. That's rubbish. This is a really weird rotation to end the half with, man. Seth Curry and Joe on the floor. Bridges for 3. That was badly off, but CJ with the rebound. Now Mikal. Kick out. Royce is open again. Same spot as before. It's off. Rebound Embiid. Good looks. Can't make him. Harden. Curry saved it. And it's off. Melton. Whoo! I think they blew the whistle before Curry got the ball. They assumed, and Curry had it before it hit the ground on the sideline. I think they may have a case for it. Oh, that is actually... Gee, we got lucky there. We got incredibly lucky there. The Sixers crowd are incredibly vocal on that. Curry, Bridges, foul. Bro, how did McCall make that? He's just done it Steph Curry style, where you send one to the clouds after the whistle's called. And it goes in. Like, cuz he can't make a 3 or a 2 for his life, and then he makes that rubbish after the foul's called. So 46-39, Clax is back in the game. Joe to the bench. Excellent 38-second cameo by Joe. Bro, McCall's only taken 6 first half shots. But look, I'm not complaining with that because he's only made the 1. So the efficiency has been crap. What's Joel Embiid doing? Just walked into the lane for no reason. Potentially as a put-off strategy. McCall, the free throw is good. It's out to an 8-point lead. Fair to say the Sixers crowd are a little bit frustrated, definitely. Bit uptight. You don't want to be going into the halftime break, facing a deficit. But there's a long way to go. Plenty of time to turn things around and change the complexion of the game. Maxey on the catch and shoot 3. That's good. It looked excellent upon release. I don't know why we're giving him that much room. And we've got a timeout. And this is a weird time to call a timeout. I'm assuming that Jacques Vaughn wants to ensure that we absolutely close this half out strong. Don't get into a rut offensively. Potentially, it's not too late for the Sixers to hit 2 3-pointers and give themselves the lead after playing a pretty wacko half, to be honest. Maxey, though, Maxey's been the man. Yeah. So, Maxey is the problem. That's what I'm really scared about. I said this in the game preview, or the series preview. I'm very scared that there'll be a game where, Embiid and Harden are locked down, but Tyrese Maxey is going to be the guy that gets them over the line and scores 30+. I don't want to be here to find out what'll happen if Maxey scores 35 tonight. He's been efficient as hell. That being said, it's been a great first half. 42 points given away. Our offense hasn't been the best, but it's been good enough to get us, on top the back end of this first half. Let's close it out now. Johnson, right by Melton. Oh my God! Oh my! Joel Embiid, shut your ass up. Not that you were saying anything in the first place. Oh my God! And Embiid loses the ball. Oh, what the hell? Joe nearly with the steal. He put his body on the line there. He took a bit of brunt force on the way to picking up that foul. Johnson, though, man. Oh, my God. The poster. And look, Seth with an underrated pass. That 3 is off. Rebound, McCall. It was an underrated pass. I'll talk about it at the end of the quarter. The Sixers just missed. McCall is fouled. Didn't get the roll, but it's going to be shots with 23 seconds left. So the Sixers will have won. One possession to deal with. Business. All the open shots missed. Can't watch. I mean, yeah, it's not great. Like, the offense has not been, probably even average. Oh, McCall misses the first. Doesn't get the bounce. I so wanted him to give Embiid the too small there. Cam Johnson isn't a man of slander or trash talk. He's just the bloke who quietly does his thing. Oh my God, McCall. It's just like with Spencer, missed both free throws. That's frustrating. I mean, I give McCall the pass because he's had 7 free throws prior to that and made all of them, but those missed free throws could come in huge. Oh my God, that is a trash ending to the half. Can Royce send one up? Oh! So close. It was just a few inches too short. Who did he dunk on? Joel Embiid, my friend. Joel Embiid. But Cam Johnson, I may need to just rerun this. That is disgusting. Regardless, it's halftime, ladies and gents. It's 49-44. McCall, gave him the mean mug after that one. But, whew. Yeah, I think someone needs to make a t-shirt of that. Seriously. Philly playing trash and only 5 points behind. Look, this first half is exactly what I think the plan was going in. It was going to be tough. It was going to not be clean at all. And a long grind, basically. I can say that Philly are playing trash, admittedly, because Joel Embiid and James Harden haven't really existed. That being said, Mikal Bridges has scored 1 field goal. Let's have a look at the box score. And you can see that we've had 22 from Cam Johnson. That is absurd. He's nearly scored half our points. Mikal Bridges is the guy that needs to step up in the second half. He's 1 of 6. Hasn't made a 3. 6 times, 5 boards. Triple-double watch? Yeah, maybe. But he's got to be better. Spencer Dinwiddie has made 1 field goal. Clax has made nothing. And yet we still have the lead. Still have the lead. It's sort of insane. As much as we've only got 1 player in double figures. Shooting the ball, not great, to be honest. The 3-point shooting has actually dropped off. We had a lot of open looks in that second quarter. The free throw number's decent, but it's the 4 missed free throws, which I'm a bit frustrated about. Good thing is only 3 turnovers. That is so key because as I said, we had 20 in the first game or something around that mark. That's been a big reason why we haven't had that disparity of shots that we had last game. We've had 3 more. The Sixers have only made 4 threes. 2 of those are DeAnthony Melton's. Not shooting the ball particularly well. James Harden's had 2 points and 5 dimes. He's been an absolute no-show. Joel Embiid's had 15 rebounds, but only the 5 shots. Tyrese Maxey is my biggest concern, shooting 6 of 8. But he's done nothing else, really. 15 boards for Embiid, though. That is, it's not really that... It's really a really meaningless 15 rebounds, to be honest, because only 2 of them have been offensive. Sure, he's been boxing out and keeping us out of the offensive rebounding department, but still. They've had 11 turnovers as well. 11 turnovers to 3. That's been huge. Rebounding, they're up in that department by 7. If we can even that out, that'd be cool, but I would much rather want us to look after the ball than get offensive boards. I'd rather be only up 5 than 20. We're infamous in letting our foot off the gas. Yeah, I think a 5-point lead keeps us accountable. For sure. The good thing is the assist number. 14 assists on 17 made field goals. Now, I just want to talk about that Cam Johnson dunk for just a moment. I'm going to go over here and just get up for you. Hang on. If you are enjoying, by the way, make sure to drop a like on it and subscribe. We're just going to show you the Cam Johnson poster, which was disgusting. He's already had a playoff career high. Okay, ladies and gents, I'm about to show you the poster. You will see it in the flesh right here, right now. Here we go. I think you can barely see it, but let me just play it again for you. Get a brief look. Bang! Stares him down and walks back up the court. I actually don't know what the yeah. I mean, you get the idea. It's a crazy dunk. Jesus Christ. So yeah, that's the dunk for you. This man actually got votes for MVP. I actually want to talk about something else regarding voting. So today, Jaren Jackson won Defensive Player of the Year. I want to hear your thoughts on that because I think that's not justified, to be honest. Listen to us. Yeah, just give us your opinions on that one. I wish Ben could shoot threes and have a good mindset. The Sixers would never have traded him. Well, yeah. I mean, Ben is the biggest what if he actually could be asked improving his game. McCallum 23 in the first half in game 1 now. It's Cam with 22 in the first half. Who next? Maybe Dinwiddie. I don't think it's going to be Spence, to be honest. Spence has got a lift as well. He's had one of 6? Like, we need, like, there's been a lot of passengers in this first quarter or first half. Like, that box score, that's our, we've had an 8-man rotation, and this is what it looks like. Apart from Cam Johnson and maybe Doe, like, McCallum and Spence are 2 of 11 combined from the field. The disrespect on Clax not being a top 3 defensive player. That is, yeah, I mean, as soon as Nets went small market again, that was it. That was the nail in the coffin. Clax with only 12 minutes. Royce has been getting run with 16 minutes. Now, I'm not sure if, like, from our bench plays, we can get a little bit more. Like, in the sense that, could we go deeper into the rotation to potentially get some more output? I'm not going to say Dayron's going to be that guy. Maybe Sumner. In a game where we've only scored 49.5, is Cam Thomas a guy you bring on? I'm not 100% sure. Ben seriously would be the difference maker without shooting threes. He actually would be a good body to have coming off the bench in those minutes where we're running a bench unit and Joel Embiid's on the floor. Ben Simmons has actually proven that in the big games, like when he was defending Giannis earlier in the year, when he was defending Joel Embiid earlier in the year, he just, for some reason, he decided to rock up. So in a playoff series, I would have been really interested to see what that would look like with Ben Simmons coming off the bench, of course. Clax not even being a Defensive Player of the Year finalist is disgusting. It is. Not to say that it's all a stats game, but 2.5 blocks a game in one of the highest percentiles for rim points saved can switch on to basically anybody, and he did not even get a look in. Mobley had a late charge at the end, but, like, was Mobley doing that earlier in the year? That's my question. Even though Clax had a minor drop-off, like, I think a lot of recency bias played into it. And Jaren Jackson, I mean, that guy just missed, like, the first quarter of the season, and then all of a sudden, because he was getting stocks, that's steals and blocks combined, he just, yeah. I'm not saying he shouldn't be a Defensive Player of the Year finalist, because I think he should, but, yeah. Cam leading the way in all scorers. Net's got to start dropping the buckets and grab those rebounds. The rebounding I'm not concerned about. At least the first half hasn't given me reason to be concerned about anything. the relentless double on Embiid worked well in the first half. And I think, yeah, a lot of those doubles were actually converting into steals. The Sixers weren't really turnover heavy in the first game of the series, but in this game, they've already had 11 turnovers. And that's one of the big reasons why we have the lead. It's not 40 or 51-44, it's 49-44. Bridges only got 9 points but had 5 boards. He had 5 boards and 6 times. So I see it as a positive that he's distributing and facilitating. But we need him to find his shot. 1 of 6 from the field in a half from your supposed best player that's averaged, 27? In his tenure as a net is not great. We need more out of him. We need more out of Spence. We need more out of Cam Johnson. Actually, no, we don't. Why did I just say that? We need more out of Clax. Only the 12 first half minutes. I back him into, respond. I do think, though, that we've looked better with the small ball 5. We've given away a few offensive boards, but that's to be expected. I just think defensively, though, we've looked more on our feet. And that's sort of weird saying that with Clax on your team. Like, we're better without him because of mobility. Even though Clax is one of the more mobile centers in the NBA. I fully expect Embiid and Harden to wake up. McCallum Clax will need to wake up too. Yeah. So to correlate with them actually flourishing in the second half, we need to match that. I'm hoping. Why isn't Utah in the game? People have doubted him. Yeah, Utah is an interesting one. I don't think you can expose him to the playoff environment with the inconsistencies of how much playing time he's got. He's been in and out of the lineup. I don't back him in to have a big game. Yeah. I would say he would contribute. There's more of a chance of him contributing negative minutes than positive minutes. At least in my view. Nick B getting busy at the rim. That's crazy. Don't care about any play. People wanting that smoke. Well, we did mention this. We did touch on this in the first half. Joel Embiid has been physical and bodied up Clax, and in order for Clax to actually get those lob passes and stuff, he needs a clear runway to the basket. Joel Embiid has not given him that. So that's one outlet. They've also collapsed the paint, and Clax is he's been a bit overwhelmed with with Sixers defenders converging, and he's being forced into a pass and whatnot. Or he's turned the ball over. Which we can't afford, I don't think. I'm not saying he's been bad. I'm just saying that all his strengths have been well dealt with by the Sixers. So it's going to be really interesting to see what this second half holds in the next hour or so. But yeah, there's a lot of work to do still. And I'm not backing Cam Johnson to have 22 in the second half. But yeah, I tell you what it is good for, right? Cam Johnson having 22 means that the Sixers now have something new to think about. They're like, if we leave Cam Johnson open who's feeling it, then we're going to get killed. So now they need to find a way to scheme, they need to find a scheme to cope with that. And on top of that, they also need to worry about keeping the other players who haven't played well at bay. So every time Cam Johnson gets the ball, does that mean you have to open up? You're going to be compromising another defensive assignment. Just saw that dunk. Someone said he got baptized. He did. Yeah. He got sent to another planet. Yeah. Joel Embiid has just been removed from society with that dunk. Crazy. Alrighty. Embiid only had 7 attempts. That's another key, yeah. So James Harden's got 2 points and Embiid has had 7 attempts. The Sixers at the free throw line. Let me just have a quick look again. The Sixers at the line have had a grand total of 7 free throws. If we can keep them down to under like 15, whew, we'll be okay. And that's like, that's one of the big talking points out of the first half as well. I mean, last game we only conceded 16 free throws. And in this game, well, we're on track for roughly the same mark. Alrighty, the second half is getting ready to commence. Let's have a look at what the assistant has to say. So the key is like composure, because we're gonna have to endure a couple punches. But it's gonna be about like the response to that. And also another thing to mention is like the reason we played well in the first half, a lot of not overthinking and just playing like, yeah, not giving ourselves time to think about things, because you free yourself up when you're not thinking. Obviously, you need to think, but when you're not, like, second-guessing yourself, that kind of shit. Like, you're executing, you're not worrying about what this could do. Dinwiddie the kick out. Bridges, doubled. Doe wide open. Short. We need Doe to hit those, man. Started well, sort of dropped off a little bit. Clax picking up Harden on the outside. High screen and switch. Harden now picked up by Johnson. Embiid drives on Doe. Clax, good defense. And Embiid just threw it wildly. It's a 5-on-4. Johnson in the corner. You've had to exploit that, man. Clax is not looking to go to the basket. He has Tobias Harris on him. Dinwiddie got by Harden and scored for 2 off the window. And we've got an early timeout by the Sixers. That's a great start. First forcing the miss on Embiid, or by Embiid. Doe doing an excellent job to hang around, and Clax also present defensively. And that's what happens when his assignment is PJ Tucker. There's less stress of peeling off your man, because you know PJ Tucker's probably not the most reliable shooter. People wanted Ime Udoka as our head coach, but sticking with Jacques Vaughn is a good thing. I'll tell you what, I think, like, Jacques Vaughn may not be the best coach, but this is a tough situation he's in, especially with, like, the mid-season shakeup, and he's an incredibly good motivator. Like, you hear some of the speeches he gives, like, it G's me up, and I haven't played a game of basketball in my life, and I get G'd up. So I can't imagine what it does for his team, and what these like timeouts do to the team, you know, confidence-wise. But it's been a really good game. Like, I don't think we could have executed this really any better than what we have. So 51-44. Man, this defense looks really spot on tonight. Shout out to JV. Amazing adjustment. I don't even think it's like the adjustment. I think it's just more that we seem to be switched on. The rotations look much sharper from what I've seen. The turnovers are really helping us out, like in terms of us not turning it over. Because the Sixers have had to, bank on a half-court offense a lot more. But I'll tell you what, this is giving me vibes of that very first game where we had Mikal and Cam and all these guys. It ended 101-98, so it was a grind, much like this game. And we had the lead basically the whole way until the last quarter, where we gave it away in the final few minutes. I'm hoping that's not the end result of this game. But this has been... We couldn't be really any better position. Do I miss KD? Well, behind me you will see that there is a KD poster on my wall, so that's probably the answer. That probably says the answer, yeah. Well, I do, because obviously unbelievable player to watch, and we would probably have much higher aspirations, which is obviously what you play basketball for, but it is what it is. I definitely feel a lot more free with us being out of the spotlight and less drama being attached as a result of that and impacting our on-court play. Yeah, we're here, and that's already a miracle with those new guys. Anyway, the defense is very good. Well, yeah, everything's improved from game one significantly. Harden and Embiid have just looked a shadow of what they were in the first game, I think. And look, Joel Embiid, I think the treatment's been the exact same, but it's because the Sixers role players aren't hitting their shots that Embiid probably feels a bit more inclined to take responsibility, and given we haven't changed the way we treat him, it's meant that they've put up a lot of irrational shots. So, ball is inbounded through Maxey, or to Maxey, now Harden. Early timeout by the Sixers. Let's see how they execute. Harden to Embiid. Dinwiddie comes over to help. Maxey in the corner. And he's wide open. It's off. Cam Johnson wasn't even looking at the fucking ball. Fuck's sake. Bro. I hate that so much. That is infuriating, because Cam Johnson isn't even looking at the fucking ball. And then Mikal just threw it away. It's a turnover and a dunk. That is exactly, in literally 40 seconds, that is a snapshot of the first game. Right there. That is exactly what happened in the first game. What is Cam Johnson doing, bro? Look at the ball. Oh my God. He's facing up PJ Tucker instead of worrying about where the ball is first. And then Mikal turning it over in the open court. I mean, that is... Turning the ball over there is basically suicide. Like, yeah. That's how we lost the game. That's why we got blown out in the first game. There was a heightened occurrence of that shit happening on a regular basis. So, 51-49. And, look. The good thing with Jacques Vaughn, it's a different playoff series to last year in the sense already that we've got a coach that will hold players accountable immediately. Like, we had a timeout for Philly 40 seconds ago, and JV has been like, nah, 2 possessions, call a timeout and settle the gang down. Mikal is having a stinker. What was that pass? I think it was just... The pass was fine if Tobias Harris hadn't already anticipated where the pass was going. Whatever Doc said, it worked. Oh, I don't think so, to be honest. I think that was... The 2... buckets we've just conceded in quick succession have been self-inflicted. The first one, not even looking at the damn basket to see where the ball is when boxing out. And the second one, Mikal just throwing it away. That wasn't a Doc Rivers masterclass, I can tell you that much. It was a Nets masterclass on how to turn the ball over. That's what I can say it is. Look, I really would love to see some Dwayne Dedman minutes right now. Surely Philly just throw the game in and put him into the game. Off the timeout. Yeah. No, I get you, but those 2 buckets that they just scored were not because of Doc Rivers. They were because of us being idiots. Yep, and as I said, there's going to be like a couple like jabs we take. And we've got to like... Yeah. Like there's gonna be a few gut punches in this second half. It's just gonna be the response. It's all in the response. I think this is gonna be a really close ending. Or involve a really close ending. I can tell you that much. Oh man. Clark's turned 24 today. He hasn't really rocked up. It would be a great birthday gift if they could start actually feeding him the ball in ways that will actually benefit him. But let's see how we go. So 51-49. Nets ball. Let's see what we do out of the timeout. Please no turnovers. For the love of God. Johnson doubled. He's getting the double treatment. Johnson. Oh, God. Dinwiddie. Why are you shooting elbow 2-pointers? I would have loved a pass to the corner, which was open. Instead, the Sixers can tie or take the lead. Harris. Gonna back down Dinwiddie. Good defense. Embiid is open for 3. Momentarily. He drives it now. And the 2 is good. Through the contact. That's incredibly tough to contain, and it's all tied up now. Spencer's got to drive that. Like, I understand Embiid is in there, but he's got to drive that shit. Bridges gets into the mid-range and scores over the top. That's his 2nd field goal, and he's going to have to do a hell of a lot more of that in order for us to win this game. Harden picked up by Bridges. The high screen arrives by Tucker. Now Doe picks up Harden. Embiid is doubled. Corner 3 for Tucker. And the help defense is excellent by the Nets. The rotation wasn't good enough, though. Bridges into the paint. Kick out. Dinwiddie. Man. Johnson. Back out of Spence. High screen Clacks. Johnson. Down the middle. Turnover. Pass wasn't on. Good help by the Sixers. Maxey. Layup. Blew the layup. Offensive board Harris, and that's 2 points. This is the run we were talking about, ladies and gents. This is not a surprise. I knew this was coming. McCall for 3. Got it. Gives us the lead back. And he's already made more field goals in about 40 seconds than he did in the entire second quarter. First half. Harden. Switch. Embiid. Double. Corner for Tucker. Bounce past to Harris in the post. Maxey's open. It's in. Fucking hell, man. It's every time Tucker gets the wide open 3, we decide to close it out. I wouldn't do that. If it's going to compromise the Maxey assignment on the weak side, don't do it. Bridges again for 3. It's off. Harden. Layup. Good defense. Well done by Doe for holding his own there. And even Spence. I think it was Spence, actually. Corner for Johnson. On the catch. That's one he makes in the first half. It was wide open. And so Maxey to Harden. Royce is getting ready to check in. I would presume it's for Clacks. Embiid doubled again. Embiid. Bro, what the fuck was that? Tucker's open for 3. It's off. Bro, Embiid is a fucking flop master. And he is hurt. That's a fucking joke. So the 3's off. Let's have a look. Oh, come on, bro. You can't be fucking serious. Joel, you weigh like 270 not kilos, pounds. You can't be falling over like that, you idiot. Mate, his injury or soreness that he just got out of that was self-inflicted. He literally flops and causes his own injury. Oh, my life. Embiid is doubled. Harden to Harris to Maxey in the corner. Got by. One more for Tucker. The three is off. Get the board! Harden! Same shit as game one. Again. Same shit as game one. There is no one even looking to get that rebound. 14 second chance points. We've had 0. Doe to respond. It's off and we cannot buy a shot. Buy a bucket, should I say. Got to calm down. Calm your ass down. Embiid to Harris. He's open for 3. They can't miss now. And Jacques Vaughn has to call a timeout. It's up to 8. But I'm still optimistic. This is exactly what I expected to happen, bro. 3, 2, 1. Shot clock violation. No, that's bullshit. Bullshit. Okay, so the reason that James Harden got a 3 a couple possessions ago, right, was because there was a shot clock violation. So everyone thought that it was a dead ball because PJ Tucker has the ball in his hands when he shot the 3. So I think I understand that one. That 3 that Harden got should be waved off. Because simply, that 3 simply shouldn't count. Even though PJ Tucker missed, it led to the follow-up opportunity for Harden to hit a 3. That 3 should just not count. After Clax hit Embiid in the back, momentum changed. That was not the momentum changer. Embiid is just a fucking clown for flopping like that. He's like, I weigh, I reckon, a third of what he weighs, and I could stay upright in that, like, for that same push that Clax gave Embiid. So we need to respond, and respond big time. It would start by scoring a fucking shot. That'd be great. Royce. Their zone is, like, killing us. Johnson for 3. He already had the shot loaded up and ready to go. And he knocks that one down. That breaks the run. Please just get some stops. We haven't been able to, cause turnovers the way we did in the first half. Embiid, Harden. It's just quicker ball movement, man. And Maxey is off on that one. Good box out by Doe. The 3 should be waved off, man, for the previous possession. Bro, what the fuck? Mikal's arm is just... Harden's got a... Oh my god, he airballed a 3. That is embarrassing. Bro, Mikal's arm just got swatted. Bridges got fouled by Embiid, and he's been hit in the face. Their rotations just look so much more alert, more proactive. Let's have a look. He's been spanked on the arm here. Oh, I don't know if it was wrist, if there was any wrist in that. Bridges was holding his arm, though. He did get sandwiched between Embiid's arm and the backboard. Mikal's a little bit sore. Dinwiddie's going to have to facilitate on this one. Dinwiddie into the paint. The layup. That's a goaltend. 100%. Dinwiddie wanted a foul. Doc Rivers is irate. Everyone's in the shits. Jesus Christ, dude. Man, I swear to God, if we lose by 3 because of that bullshit that didn't get waved off. Tucker to Joel. Playing small ball. Embiid backing down Royce. Royce does well. Oh my God. Are you calling that a foul, bro? What do you want him to do there? Where's the... Oh, come on, man. Look how much he's giving up in the weight division. What do you want him to do there? Just let him waltz in. Oh, that is fucked. It's a playoff game. Why? You can't be calling that. Embiid is doubled. Harden to the corner for Tucker. Back to Harden. Skip past the Maxey. Gets by Dinwiddie. The runner is off. The rebound by Johnson. That is an incredibly strong take. What a rebound by CJ. Dinwiddie. Picked up by Embiid. Johnson. On the wing. Picked up by Harden. 4 to shoot. Dinwiddie. Wide open. Spence, man. That is as... Oh, fuck's sake. That is as wide open as they come. And then on the other end, they score 2+1, bro. We've scored, what, 12 points this quarter? That's early offense for you. And Johnson not even close to setting himself up defensively. I don't know why we've gone away from, like, forcing PJ Tucker to shoot. Because the opportunity has presented itself on numerous occasions to just leave him open. And we've been, for some reason, as Maxey misses that free throw, we've just been happy to close him out, and that's compromised matchups on the other end of the floor. For plays like Maxey, who is on fire, by the way. O'Neal, Mikel's sore. I don't know what injury he's holding. Dinwiddie, 4 to shoot. Backing down Maxey. One more for Johnson. The 3 is off. Royce does well. Excellent pirouette. Joe's open. Why would you take a dribble? Oh my God, bro. He had it in rhythm. Just shoot the 3. Mikel's fine now. I don't know what the injury was. Royce is playing so well. Oh, you fucking flop. Every time. I'm more than happy for them to call the whistle. But you're fucking 270 pounds, bro, and you're flopping every time and hitting the deck. You've got an opponent that is much smaller than you. I'd have more respect for Joel Embiid if he didn't flop every single time. For someone of his size, he should be standing quite firmly. Joe goes to the bench. Royce has played a really good game. The stats wouldn't indicate it, but he's held firm, man. Niang's in for the Sixers. Melton is also in. Embiid facing up Clax. Drive, kick out, and that is a wild pass and a turnover for the Sixers. If it wasn't thrown out of bounds, it would have been a shot clock violation anyway. So the turnovers have gone up for the Nets. But, man, we've got to find a couple shots here. Find a couple makes. Bridges has doubled. Royce back to Bridges. He wanted a foul. He's not going to get it. Another turnover. $12 points in this quarter, man. You can't be telling me that there's not something on the bench to give us an answer. I would rather have Cam in the game for Joe, who's currently at the scorer's table. Embiid, heavily guarded on the outside by Clax. It's good defense. 6 to shoot. Embiid into the... He's shuffled his feet. That's a travel. Thank you. Excellent job. Excellent job. That is a clear He's done like... He moved like 10 feet without taking a dribble. Where's Seth? I actually would be for that sub as well. I'd rather Seth in the game than Joe, to be honest. Bridges, fade away baseline, 2 off the window. Incredible angles. Harris, guarded by Harris for the six. The Sixers have got it. Maxi, Embiid again, facing up. Clax at the elbow. Embiid. Oh my god, that's impossible, man. They're feeding Embiid the ball now. And it's smart. Mikal, Royce on the catch. The 3 is off and there's no rebounders present. Joe is just not it, man. Melton on the catch. He got it. No, he didn't. That looked really good on the release. Royce gets it ahead. And the pass was on. But Maxi, bro, he's been a spark plug. I mean, he's been in the game the whole time, but he's played an incredibly high amount of minutes given the stage of the game. But, like, he's been the spark they've needed. His energy has been crazy, especially in the second half. So, in the game now for the Nets is, I believe, Spence. Joel Embiid's at 6 turnovers, man. He's only taken 8 shots. Embiid is still in. Joe. Royce drives on Embiid. Oh, that pass is wild. Man, the Sixers, bro, are forcing us into all sorts of shit. We need someone who can just... We do need a Cam Thomas in the game. Oh my god, get it in. Doe is going to have to play make here. Shot create. Oh my god. This Joe guy is useless for a couple years. Joe just isn't it. He's not impacting the game in any way. It's a 4-on-5 on the offensive end. Embiid. Clax is back on the bench. Embiid missed the layup. Doe with a huge rebound. And Spence is just going to slow the play right down. As much as we have been arse in this third quarter, we are only down 5. An opportunity to cut it to a singular possession. There's a foul to give. Niang will pick up the foul. But, like, we haven't even gotten to the free throw line, like, at all in this third quarter. We've only scored 14 points. Jesus Christ. So, I believe Harden's in the game for the final possession. Curry is in. Doe to the bench. 5 on the floor right now is the Twins, Curry, Dinwiddie, and Royce. Oh, this is absolutely disgusting. It's the kind of game that I think is the kind of game we have to win. Dinwiddie. 8 to shoot. 7, 6. We'll hold for 1. Dinwiddie 1-on-1 with Paul Reed into the paint. He got blocked. That's the end of the third quarter. Oh my goodness. We fucking scored 14 points in that third quarter, man. This is going to be really... Can we make up 5 points in the last quarter? I don't know. Let's have a look at the box score. And the Sixers ain't shooting it well, but they're shooting it a hell of a lot better than they were in the first half. At least from 3, that is. Keeping them off the line still, but the offensive rebounds are now starting to kill. We are out-rebounded by 12. Had the same amount of shots, though. We're only at 10 threes, which is arse. And we also need to get to the line. Didn't take 1 free throw. Turnover number went up. We had 4 in the quarter, which needs to go down if we're to have any chance of winning. Embiid has only taken the 9 shots. James Harden's taken 10, and he's been shit. Tyrese Maxey is the problem. And PJ Tucker's taken 5 shots, missed every single one of them. If you don't have the mindset that you need to, like, force the ball into PJ Tucker's hands, then I don't know what you're thinking. I would double Embiid, and if PJ Tucker's going to be open because of it, fair enough. If he hits in, like, 4 threes to win him the game, I can't complain, because PJ Tucker's not, like, he's not about it. More often than not. But from a Nets perspective, oh, that was tough. Tough viewing. Mikal was decent enough in the third quarter, but Spencer's got to be better. Doe has dropped off since the first quarter. Clax hasn't even been a factor, to be quite honest. He's been bodied. And there's been no kind of support, really. Embiid's just been more aggressive, and that's probably one of the big reasons that, like, Embiid's looked better. You know, because he's actually tried to take it to the basket and hasn't been too passive. And Clax has been exposed because of that. Oh, should nearly drop my bottle cap. Spence brings absolutely nothing to the table. Well, in this game, he sure as hell hasn't. In this series, he hasn't. The plus is this. Like, I just said it, and you guys have also said it. We're only down 5, and we scored 14 points in the third quarter. Usually that shit, like, well and truly, yeah, that puts you in the bin. We keep jumping at PJ and leave someone under the rim for an easy basket. Exactly right. Like, it is really questionable why we just haven't, like, dared him into a 3. And, like, been in a position where we can tease the pass to, like, a Tobias Harris under the basket and then potentially pick up a steal. As opposed to, like, closing out on a PJ Tucker 3. Like, why? The interesting thing is there should have been a 3 called off. Because there was a shot clock violation at some point in the third quarter that led to a Harden 3. Everyone stopped for the Nets, yet, like, why is that shit not being reviewed? Like, why does that 3 not get taken away for the Sixers? I don't understand that. We've got to play smart. Well, yeah, I mean, the response, we faced difficulty in that third quarter, but it's now all in the response. We've got 1 quarter to get it done. Joe, Royce, Clax, Dinwiddie, Curry, the 5 on the floor. Niang, Joe picks up the steal. And we can go on an early run. First through this basket, which I want to manifest. The stop chant may need to make an appearance if the Sixers get a run on. Dinwiddie with the step back 2. He got it. I'm not saying that's high percentage, but I'm going to take the bucket, you know, in any way that we can get him. Oh, come on, dude. Clax. Killing me, bro. Had Melton on him. It's going to be 2 shots. Patty would do more than Spence at this point. I mean, no. Patty would get, like, fucking spit roasted on defense, and we don't need that right now. JV would have rather have ISO plays for Spence. I'm sick to my stomach. Yeah, if you're going to do that, then you might as well have Cam Thomas in the game. Because that's basically Cam Thomas in a nutshell. Except I would back Cam Thomas to make a higher percentage. Okay. So Dinwiddie, high screen for Seth. And now the switch. Melton picks up Dinwiddie. Bro, we've got 8 seconds to shoot and we've done fuck all. Dinwiddie. Oh! How has he gotten that to go? Spencer Dinwiddie with 4 to shoot. That was a bit of a prayer. And that's where I guess the shot creation comes in handy. Somehow he's gotten that one to go in. 2+1. And let's see if he makes this free throw and actually punishes. Yep, he got it. So that's our first free throw of the second half right there. Oh, they're looking to bring it up. Melton. High screen and switch. Oh my fucking god. Just the fouls, bro. The off-ball fouls are so fucking frustrating. Because it's just careless shit like that that bails them out. Doe's back in the game. Joe will go to the bench. Bit of poetry here. So 69-68. It's been a grind all game long. It definitely suits us more, I do think. Harden, one-on-one with Clax. Good defense. Harden, layup, off, get the board, please! Oh, Melton's wide open. He's going to hit that, isn't he? It's off. Oh my fucking God. Get the rebound, mate! Oh my God, we have 3 bodies in there. 4 bodies. Basically everyone in there. And no one could get their fucking hands on it. Oh, Jesus Christ, bro. You got to be smarter. Clax is closing out Melton. You've got to have, like, one of your smaller players pick him up. Harris misses the layup. Reed, another layup is good because of another fucking offensive board again. Oh my God, Paul Reed is seriously dominating. We're giving him these looks. This is first game written all over. Dinwiddie, the pass was nearly too far to the right. Curry, good hesitation. High arcing shot is off. Rebound, Harden. Transition opportunity. Harden, lob. McDaniels couldn't convert, and Finney-Smith with the rebound. You can't be serious. Oh my fucking God. Doe gets the board, but Paul Reed is seriously being that guy that's setting the tone for the Sixers, bro. Paul Reed of all people. Mate, we've got like so many. How are there more Sixers getting that rebound or packing the paint than us? We had 2, they had 3. Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. Everyone means pretty much no one. It might as well be no one, to be quite honest with you. And the Sixers get another fucking possession. They've won the jump ball. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. So we've got a Harden ISO possession. McDaniels is going to set the high screen. Good defense by Royce. The 3 by Harden. He hasn't been able to do that all game, but he knocks that one down. Oh my fucking God. The last 2 buckets from second chance points again. Dinwiddie backs down Maxey. Oh my fucking God. One-legged mid-rangers. Are you kidding me? I think it's going to be Nets ball. Due to a deflection. Oh my God. Doc is so mad. It should not be our ball. It shouldn't be our ball. That is a crap decision by the refs. Bridges is fouled. Oh, the Sixers crowd not going to be happy about this. Man. It is literally... Yeah, that is... Oh, that's a really tough decision with the tip out of bounds. Refs, you suck chance. Really? You've got Joel Embiid and James Harden. Shut up. Royce, Doe, please do something. Royce for 3. Bail us out, will ya? No, you won't. Rebound by Johnson. Bridges misses the 2. Man, Okay, there's an offensive foul. Thank you. Another turnover for the Sixers. This time an illegal screen. And, mate, the Sixers crowd is feral. That is a flop by Royce. I'm sorry. But look, it's only right we flop once in a while. Bro, oh my fucking God. Is there gonna be like... We talk about adjustments. We need to make one right now. Because the same shit is not working, bro. It's just like 2-man game. Dinwiddie, driving kick. That's an excellent find. Royce, you've got to hit the 3. It's wide open, dude. Oh my fucking God, man. Wide open threes, Royce. Started the game so well from the perimeter, like 6 of 13 at one point. Now we're stinking it up. Maxi for three. That is a brick. The rebound by the Nets. Dinwiddie, Johnson, wide open three. That's off. Oh my God, man. We have had look after look after look that's wide open. Just can't fucking hit it for our life. Started 5 of 9. We're now 5 of 26 since that point. Rubbish. And Harris weaves through for two. Split two defenders. It's out to an 8-point lead. We're going to have to properly dig in to get this one done now. Cannot fucking score for our life. We've had 18 paint points, so you can't attack the paint. Bridges, another turnover. Oh, and then they just threw it away. Johnson, you've got Curry wide open. Hit that. Yes! Finally! Oh my God, that is a bailout and a half. They just threw that one away. Jesus Christ. This is all with Embiid on the bench, man. The game should be tied. With the amount of second chance points we've given up, bro. So Harden up top. McDaniels is going to set the screen. What the fuck is the foul for? Oh my. Mate, I sound like a bit of a serial complainer, but you can't be given that, like calling that as a foul in the playoffs. What even is the foul for? Attack the paint, they got no rim protection. Believe me, they have plenty of rim protection. We have scored 18 paint points. Every time we drive, they trap us on the baseline because they just collapse the paint. And it's really effective. 18 paint points in the whole game. And funnily enough, right, because of those 18 paint points, once the threes have dried up, that means that every source of offense that we've had is gone. And it's like, well, where do you find it? That being said, yet again, we have been trash. We are only down 5 with 7 minutes to play. Can we somehow, like, get over the line? I don't know. It's my best guess, people. If you are enjoying, make sure to drop a like and subscribe as well. We'll be back here for game 3, regrettably. If this is what I'm going to be witnessing, but a lot of work to do. A lot of work to do down the stretch. I mean, we've talked about responses all game long. We need a response big time here. I mean, it's been like, we've been waiting for the response for like the best part of a quarter and a half, but it hasn't really arrived, has it? So, man, I don't know what this final 7 minutes has in store, but oh God, man. 76-71. It has been dire viewing in the second half. We've scored 22 points, bro. The only plus is we've conceded 34, which isn't like, on a good day, that defense is good to win you plenty of NBA games. Like, as it currently stands, they probably aren't even going to hit 100 points. But the bad thing is we're not going to hit 100 points either. It's been a very, like, yeah, it hasn't been a clean game by any stretch, which favours us, but I don't know if we have enough firepower to get it done. It's been an admirable effort, but this is where you need, like, a big-time player. Like, an actual, like, star that's proven themselves year after year. Mikal Bridges, he's been excellent this year, but, like, in this game, he hasn't really coped too well. And Cam Johnson, I did say at halftime, he's not scoring 22. We need blokes to step up. Like KD, 100%. 100%. A KD figure would, right now, be pretty damn good. Cam Johnson scored 3 points in the second half, and we said we needed people to go with CJ because he's not going to hold up. Yeah. And this is where, like I also said, we're gonna waste the perfectly good performance, like defending Harden and Embiid, only for Tyrese Maxey to be the guy that's the difference. So we're playing small ball. Harris, oh my god, another foul. I mean, we would have given up a 2 if that foul wasn't called. So I'll probably take the free throws at this point. But this is where, like, the 2 trips where we went empty at the free throw line would have been right, or pretty handy right about now. Do the Nets have a case? If we lose by 2, do we have a case to, like, argue that we should have won the game on the basis that that shot clock violation that wasn't, like, overturned? How many of those do they overturn? Plenty. Harris makes both at the line. Like, do they have a case to make? Because the 3 they made off that should never have been. Dinwiddie, you got Royce. 3 is open, you gotta hit it. It's off again. Fucking newsflash. It's happened every single time we've shot a 3 in this second half. And if, like we say this all the time, live by the 3, die by the 3. And right now we're fucking dying. We're dead. We're beating a dead horse. McDaniels picked up by Curry. It's good defense. Embiid. Oh my god, dude. You cannot be serious. A foul with 3 seconds left as he's falling out of bounds. Oh my god. What on earth? Oh. No way! Where's the foul? He's getting MVP chance. Bro, you're down bad. Oh my god. That's how you're getting free throws. Fucking foul merchant, bro. I am a serial complainer now, but that is a joke. If that's a foul, then I don't know how many fouls we should have. Embiid makes both, to no one's surprise. It's a 9-point game. This is the largest lead. I mean, this is the last, like, time of game you want the lead to peak. Because it's a long way back in a game where we haven't been able to fucking score in the quarter. Curry is fouled on the 3. It's going to be shots. And, yep. It's on the closeout. It is Maxey or Harris. Take your pick. Both of them were in the landing space. So, Curry's got to make these. We need points any way we can get them right now. We've had 8 points in 6 minutes, bro. Sharp in? Bro. I actually could do with some Dayron ball, to be quite honest. Stop the offensive boards. Get the offensive boards. Bro, that is a reckless closeout and a half. Bro, look at... Bro, they said it was a foul on the arm and not... Oh my god, Curry. They said it was a foul on the arm and not as a result of them landing in the... or moving into the landing space. Where are they looking, fam? Joel is doubled. McDaniels to Maxey, who's open again, and he knocks it down again. I hate this guy. Bro, I just hate that it's always Maxey, bro. Dinwiddie, Royce. Like, Spence looks lost out there because his ability to drive has just been stripped away from him. There's the layup, and it's blown again. $73 points. Maxey, Harden. 1-on-1, he shoots the 3, fading away, and that's off. We got 4 minutes 40 to go on a run. It's not too late, people. Don't lose hope. Royce, top of the key 3. He got enough lift on that one, and we knock it down. It's a 7-point game. Now the stop chant is being employed. If you're new around here, you know what it is. It's time. Stop. 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 Stop him. Stop. 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 It's off. Rebound. Get it. Go. We push the pace. Curry gets by. Bounce past Johnson. Oh my shit. How is that not a foul? Maxi is blocked. Oh my god. Bro, I can't be fucked with this shit, man. I cannot be fucked. JV, for the first time as Nets coach, is irate. He is irate. He wanted they've called a goaltend on the Royce block, right? On the other end, Seth Curry or CJ should have been fouled, or there should have been a foul called. That wasn't called. They break out in transition. They get a 2 via a goaltend, which was... Let's have a look at the foul call that should have been called. Oh, 100%! Bro! His feet are on the line. Okay, so the goaltend is the goaltend. Fine, cool. But we shouldn't have had the goaltend in the first place because there was a fucking foul on the other side. Oh, for fuck's sake. So that is the second instance of shit happening. Like, something should have been called and we have been punished because of the refs being inept at their job. First, the shot clock violation, which leads to a 3 for Harden. And then this. Harden's feet are not outside of the restricted area. They're on the line. And he's taken a charge. So it's a block. Like, you can't be fucking making this shit up, bro. It was a clean block. Wait, clean block for which side? Embiid or Royce's? Because if you're talking about Embiid's, then yeah, it was a clean block. You know, so it hit the glass first, which means it's a goaltend. But that shit does my head in, bro. That is clearly a foul, and they just don't fucking call anything. On the other end, you're fucking calling that. You're calling a foul. It's simple. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure to let us know, but... Oh. And then the Sixers will have the audacity to say, refs, you suck. That is the first time I've seen JV irate about a decision. He's usually very cool, calm, and composed, but he was pretty confrontational when he called the timeout there. Pretty confrontational. He was like, that is a fucking load of rubbish. You won't call the foul on one end, and we get punished because of it. Fucking rubbish. That's a 4-point swing that should have never happened. So no technical foul. That's very unlike NBA refs. Oh, that is such a blatant foul, bro. Oh my god. Okay, well, we're gonna have to dig deep. We've talked about responses all game long. We're gonna need to go on a 9-0 run in the final 4 minutes. McCall is in. Spence. Royce. McCall. Weaves through. The scoop is good. Okay, that's an excellent start. Defense, we need to lock in. I'm doing the stop chant the rest of the way because we need it. Stop. 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 Oh, shit. That's impossible to defend. Good fucking luck defending that. Nice little jab step. Royce went the wrong way. Dinwiddie picks up his dribble. Curry from the wing. That's off. That's... like, if you can't hit those, that's fucking it. And that's basically been the second half. We've had threes all over the joint, wide open. Haven't hit them. Embiid. Good defense. Turnaround 2. That's good. That's it. If you score this many points in a game, let alone a playoff game, you're done. You're cooked. How the fuck are you going to win a game scoring 78 points? There's nothing Royce can do in that. And when you've got Seth Curry and Cam Johnson cramming the paint, good luck. Seth. Bounce pass to Bridges. 3 over McDaniels. Too late, McCall. Too fucking late. How come it took that long for you to hit a 3, bro? 89-81. 2 minutes to play. Harden, McDaniels. They're going to play ISO ball Embiid. You got to double him. Skip past to Maxey. He's open again, and he hits it again. That is literally my biggest nightmare coming to life in this game. Maxey playing well when we've stopped Embiid and Harden. Bridges again, that's off, and a rebound by Maxey. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Harden, Embiid, back to Harden. Oh, for God's sake. We have not deserved to lose this game by 11, let alone lose it at all, to be honest. How has Harris gotten the board there? Seth Curry shouldn't even be on the floor, yet he's trying to box out Tobias Harris. And another flop, Joel. You're up 11 with a minute and a half left, and you still have the fucking decency to flop. Oh my God, he's been arsed today, bro. He's been trash. Look. Oh my, he's so cringe, bro. And he's clapping while on the floor. Bro, shut up. Shut your ass up. Is there a choke icon a post? I don't think we choked this game. There was always going to be a Sixers run in them. And, you know, it was always going to be a case of one of Joel Embiid or James Harden heating up in the second half. It was just going to be a matter of if we had the guys to also go with them. McCall didn't rock up. Cam Johnson, expectedly couldn't score another 22 in the second half. It may be a different story if we got another 22 out of CJ, but we've scored 32 points in the second half. That's not going to win you any games. Rebounds was the killer. Offensively and defensively. Yeah, the offensive rebounds, there's been quite a few possessions where they've gotten the offensive board in the second half, more specifically the third quarter, where they were able to knock down a 3 because of it. Painful. Look, down 2-0, I can't say that, we played bad today. It's just our personnel is, McCall has never been the number 1 option in the playoffs. He was good last game. In a game we actually needed him, he didn't show up. This inconsistency is bound to happen with a group of players who, they should be role players that surround, an all-star or a superstar. They shouldn't be the guys that, actually have to be the, play a commanding role in a series. To be fair, I would have loved us to take a game, and this was a good game to do it, given how much of a grind it's been, but Like, you know, we're going to be going back home. There's a lot to work on. A lot of it just comes down to fucking, like, scoring the ball. Royce just bricked the three. He didn't even hit the rim, man. Like, look, if we had someone that commands it or commanded attention as Maxi's going to score an easy layup again, like, if we had a bloke that could command a shit ton of attention, then I reckon we'd be okay. Cam Johnson is fouled. It's going to be shots. There's so many things that could have swung this game in our favor, though, and it just did not happen. At least we have that CJ dunk, but yeah, this was our best chance to win in Philly. Look, it's going to basically, at this rate, it's going to end up being a similar margin to what it was last game. And to be fair, like, last game we did sort of well to hang around. This game we had the lead. In the first half, Johnson misses another free throw. Like, we dictated exactly, like, how we wanted the game to be played. And in the second half, we just, like, couldn't knock down shots. And if you can't knock down shots, it just has a ripple effect on everything else. I would love a little reset. So Maxi is probably just going to let the clock dribble out. We've scored 82 points. That's not going to win you any game of basketball in the modern age. When even, like, to be fair, like, Maxi's going to score another three, isn't he? No, he's not, but Harris gets the board, and they will just hold things up. In all fairness, our defense, I would say, is the best we could have played it. Our offense sucked. Our offense is the problem. And okay, Johnson's just going to dunk it. Oh, he's going to get booed, of course. But, like, that's going to do it. Embiid is just going to bring it up, and that'll do it. Like, when you think about it, 96 points conceded is a good defensive performance against Joel Embiid and James Harden. It is the offense. We're just going to be doing a little bit of a post-game. If you were leaving now, I'll be back for Game 3. So if you want to tune in for that, I'll be right here. But if we look at the box score, look at this, man. So apart from CJ, like McCall didn't have a really good game. He only had 15 shots, mind you. Just the shooting, generally speaking, Royce 2 of 11, bro. And I will give him credit because I think he played some really good defense on Joel Embiid. But offensively, he had a crap ton of open threes and did not hit them. I don't know why Doe didn't get minutes. You have 3 players playing 41 minutes and then you've got Doe playing 27. Like, Seth Curry playing 20 minutes, I don't know. In a game like this, I do feel like I'm highly critical of Cam Thomas because, like, he defensively sucks. And he's not going to help our rebounding and such. But in a game like this where we scored 84 points, you need a player like Cam Thomas on the floor. Because we didn't have anyone to, like, penetrate their zone or, like, completely disregard it being there. You know, like, we needed a shot creator when the shots weren't falling. We scored 35 points in the second half. Heck, it was difficult in the first half. But, yeah, ultimately, like, shooting those percentages, it's not good enough. And we also shot 11 of 17 from the line, which isn't great, given Clax didn't even go to the line once. Turnovers were at 9. That's not bad. That's got to stay at that standard. But, yeah, it's the shooting for me, man. 30 field goals in a game ain't going to cut it. For the Sixers, we weren't nearly as aggressive as we were, like, picking up Embiid and Harden and stuff in the second half. Tobias Harris was getting a lot of good looks close to the basket because we were closing out PJ Tucker for some bullshit reason. Maxi ends with 33, and that's what I feared most, because I think the Joel Embiid defensive performance was excellent. We only gave him 11 shots and got him to the line 8 times, and a lot of those, there was nothing in it. 20 and 19, 7 assists. It is what it is. Harden only at 8 points. Like, it's killer that Joel Embiid and Harden combined for 28 and we couldn't win. Like, it seems like a wasted performance. Defensively, I think we nailed it, but giving Harrison and Maxi 53 combined is just killer. Also, considering their bench points were like non-existent. Paul Reed had some really good bench minutes. It was only 11 minutes, but in the third quarter when they needed some like buckets, they were getting him off at offensive rebounds, and players like Paul Reed were leading the attack. Overall, they didn't shoot it nearly as well as they did from 3, but they had, in the end, well, the same amount of shots as us. We had more 3-pointers. They had a couple more free throw makes, but it was all in the rebounding. Another 13 offensive rebounds. We got out-rebounded by 23. And look, given they had 19 turnovers to 9 last game, it was a similar disparity, but the Sixers won because they had the rebounding edge. In this game, despite us having the advantage, it was all negated because of the rebounding that they have. Like 56 boards to 33 is cancelling out you having 10 less turnovers, and that is what frustrates me. We made 6 less shots, cool, but we had, like, last game we conceded 19 more shots, and let them score 21 threes on 50%. This game, they weren't even close to that, and the disparity was nowhere nearly as large, but it was the rebounding. The rebounding is the problem. And look, sure, some of those rebounds are probably from the fact we could not score for our life, but it's also because, yeah, we weren't rebounding the ball offensively, and they were, and recycling a lot of possessions. Was nice to watch, but not what any of us want. Exactly right. That is... Look, I can't slate this team for effort because I think they played a really good game. It's just we don't have the personnel to get it done. You chuck in, let's say, a Damian Lillard. I'm just putting out hypotheticals. We're probably not scoring 84 points. People will say it's an embarrassing performance, but you try coaching a team, or try, what's the word? Holding Joel Embiid and Harden to 28 points and holding the Sixers with those two players to under 100. It's all in the offense, though. And there were a lot of open looks. It's on the players, man. It's on the players. So, look, I think we do, if the offense looks shithouse in the first half of next game, Cam Thomas needs to get a run. And he needs to get a run when he is the clear number one. So not when Spencer is on the floor demanding usage, not when McCall's on the floor demanding usage, but when he is the clear number one. You can play Seth Curry off ball. This is such a ropes defensive lineup, but Cam Thomas, Seth Curry, Royce maybe, Doe and Clax. That's just a lineup. That's a weird lineup, but probably the best you'll get for, to surround Cam Thomas. Someone put a comment saying, never seen a team where all 15 players are too scared to get a rebound. That is, I couldn't say it any better. Because a lot of times, like, we talk about the one in the third quarter where PJ Tucker has missed, or someone's missed the three, and PJ Tucker is looking at the basket. Cam Thomas is too busy face guarding him that he's not even looking at where the ball is. Like, so many times we hadn't crammed the paint and the Sixers somehow were dominating us in terms of having numbers in there. Or we had the numbers and just did not have a sniff. Like, Some people will say Clax needed more minutes. How come Clax only played 20 minutes? Haven't seen the game, just seen the stats. Clax was dominated. He didn't have any offensive influence because Embiid was doing a really good job of that, keeping him contained. On the defensive side, if Embiid got the ball on the perimeter, he would just back down Clax, get him out of the way, he would just stomp his way to the basket, basically, and it would be successful. So, I understand playing Clax 20 minutes. I do think that, though, when Clax was on the court, there wasn't enough support. It seemed like there was a bit of an excuse because Clax was guarding Embiid and because of how good he is defensively. I think we were comfortable to just play Clax on Embiid one-on-one. I don't think that was the right move. We need to play Cam Thomas, though, man. James Harden was shit, Embiid was shit, and Maxey basically got the game or got the job done for them. I said it in the preview, and it's happened. The three-point shooting, I said we'll live by the three, die by the three. We died by the three. I'm not even joking. I would have loved to have seen what Ben Simmons would do in this series, especially in a game like that where offense is not the gift. Would Ben Simmons have made a difference? Could you have played Ben Simmons down the stretch over Clax instead of playing like a Royce? Man. Yeah. Any final thoughts, put them in the chat, and then we'll end this one off here. If you did enjoy the stream and you're leaving now, make sure to drop a like on it. And sub as well. This is a game that got away. This is a game that got away. Seth Curry can shoot the lights out on his night. Maybe try and get him hot, just the thought. Well, it's just like Seth Curry. We can't be relying on Seth Curry to answer our prayers. Scoring 84, like we have Mikal, who didn't play well. Do you think we have a chance to come back in this series? Very tough ask, Alex. Very tough ask. I would have expected us to lose both games, but in saying that, the way this game panned out, I think this was the perfect landscape for the Nets to win a game, especially on the road. And winning games on the road are so valuable, especially when you're an underdog. But yeah, this one got away. We had plenty of opportunities to, knock down some wide open threes. We didn't do that. If you're going to take that many threes and aim to shoot 40 threes in a game, you got to knock down the three-pointers. And I do feel like that's going to be the kind of thing that Jacques Vaughn is going to be saying in his post-game presser. We needed to hit more shots. And he's also probably going to talk about the refs. That shot clock violation that led to a three for Harden. As a part of the ripple effect, and then that bullshit where there was a blocking foul that wasn't called, and then they go out and transition and score a two because we couldn't get back. It's all that sort of shit. It's going to be a tough ask. I mean, if we have to get our offense going. Do I think with the way the Sixers have played us, is it going to happen? I don't think so. It's tough. It's really tough. Yeah. That's going to do it, I think. If you did enjoy the stream, make sure to let us know. We'll be back for Game 3, so make sure to tune in for that if you want to. But we will see you then. Hopefully there's a little bit more to cheer about than this game. If there's anything to extract, it's that Cam Johnson put Embiid on a poster. Not that it really mattered for anything. And also the fact that we are capable of defensively playing this Sixers team. It's all going to be in our offense. Because obviously if we play games like this offensively again, scoring 84 points, 35 and a half, we're not winning a playoff game. If we can score 115 and then put in a defensive performance like this, well, then we'll win. I mean, it's that simple, but you know, talking it into existence is harder than you would, you know, you would hope. So anyway, that's going to do it. Thank you for tuning in, everyone, and hanging around. We'll see you back here for Game 3 in a couple of days' time. Until then, stay safe and enjoy playoff basketball, because there's been some cracking games on around the league. So we'll see you then. Let's hope better things happen in Game 3. So long for now. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.